Hello, hello, and welcome to another playthrough of Pathologic 3. So, I'm not even, you know what, I do like the preamble a bit, and I just hope all of you are doing well, but I think for this type of game, with such ambiguous systems of time, I think there's no sense in getting right into it. A recap in a place and time where everything is all relative, well, I think that's just, gilding the lily. So, enough about that. How about we just go ahead and dive right in? I hope you're doing well. Let's see here. We started our new day just about. We're on day 2, finally. Let's see. What are we doing today? Day 2. Someone the barricades. Oh, okay. So the first thing that we should do is immediately go to Isidore and see if we can try to intercept them before they get schmurdered. Is being buried. I do have a chance to examine it before that. Okay, so the first things first, I have to go to Isidore's study. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Do I have anything in the clock that might be able to help me? Not a thing, because I have never experienced day 2 before. Alright. Nobody in my main lounge area. Alright, great. And, oh, hello.
Simon taught me how to read. I particularly loved that book about a heart. I forgot the name.
I always usually try to start my day with a little talk from Eva, maybe some prescience as to what can I expect today. So, how's that seesaw in your head? Are you getting used to it? Remember what we talked about last time? Did we talk about it yesterday? I didn't say yesterday. I said last time. No, I don't understand. All right, never mind. I dreamed last night that we have 3 seasons here. Makes sense, doesn't it? Everything else comes in 3s. 3 ruling families, 3 mistresses, 3 parts of the town. Just 3? Feels more like 12.5 at least. You're thinking of the districts. Each has its own character, but broadly speaking, the town is divided into 3. The stone yard surges forward, the earth clings to its roots, and the knots bind one to the other. 3 banks separated by the branches of the Gorkhon. You're right. But that's just another way of talking about ourselves. After all, one cannot live without the other. The town is indivisible, a single organism. Yeah, that's more fair. I've noticed the animal symbolism everywhere, specifically with the bull. But your town doesn't seem to seem whole to me. It's more like a chessboard broken into squares. You don't see the town as a unified whole? Why? It's horribly planned. No. What do you mean, why? It just is that way. Not for everyone. For instance, I can walk along the entire bank of the Gorkhon without pausing to catch my breath. But you say you keep stumbling whenever you cross from district to district. That's how you see the world. Why? Okay. I guess because I'm an outsider, everything here keeps trying to shut me out. There's a grain of truth in that, but I think for many, the town is fractured without Simon and Isidore. For many, but not for you? Not for me. I rarely leave the still water anyway. So, what does Isidore have to do with it? Well, our town is full of contradictions. The stepkin, architects from the capital, adults, children, people, and aurochs. Isidore knew how to bind all these extremes together, to intertwine them. And Simon? Others will tell you that his authority kept people in check, and without it, they went mad and conflicts arose. But I don't think that's it. Simon wanted this fracturing, and the fact that you see it... What? Shows that he and I are alike? I don't know, but I think it's important, and in the end, it will help you, not hinder you. I think I need to gather myself into a unified whole. Alright. I always talk to Eva. She always has a bit of amalgam to spare. Since this is day 2, I don't think I've put down any of my... Oh, never mind, I have. But I don't have anything to test on, so we're going to... Nope, straight up leave. Oh, heck. I don't... Yes, sorry, real quick. Sorry. I hope this doesn't waste any too much time. Yes, 10 o'clock. Very, very good. Hello, sorry. To get my feet wet. Do I have any decrees that I need to make today? Nope, it doesn't exist. Prior to day 3. Perfectly fine. I thought there was good consistency there. How you doing there, Eve? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a fun time. Alright, so here we go. First place we need to get to is what we got. We have quarrel with the Cains forever, or could this have been avoided? I want to check out, yes, I do want to investigate Isidore's study. And then possibly investigate the body. And the good news is it doesn't look like we have destination, so it's calm, but why does it look particularly... Oh, that's where I am, you dingus. So I want to go, oh, wait, actually, you know what? Since I'm closer, let's not waste too much time. Let's go speak with the Cains, then. Let me get a little bit of speed going. Thank you. Okay.
So vibrant.
Let's get a little bit of speed going as we go talk to the Cain. All right. Here we go. Hello again. Did you... Hi, are you here for me? Yes, okay. Sorry. Listen, we're both socially awkward. One of us has to take the leap here. Mister, do you really fix people? I suppose I do, in a sense, if I don't break them completely. And doggies? Can you fix doggies? To be clear, when you say fix, do you mean cure, right? Are you sure you got the right man? Any veteran airman would work. What? Any veteran airman would work. Even you. There's a doggy in a cage in our gang's fortress, but he stopped eating, and we're worried about him. A little bit. Why is it in a cage? He's being punished. The doggy snuck into our fortress and was being really naughty, so we, locked him up. But now he's been sulking, and he won't eat, and he's getting really skinny, and he just sits in the corner wheezing, and I think he might be broken. What do you mean wheezing? Is it having trouble breathing? That's what we're worried about. He was okay at first, but he whimpers and snaps at us if we get close. Or doggy. You know what? Let's be kind. I'll take a look at your dog later. Alright, what do we have here? Where's your doggo? In the Soul and a Halves gang lives here. They have problems with a pup. Alright, so you're in the warehouses, which actually doesn't serve me too badly. But I need to go speak to the Cains foist. Just to make sure that we're all happy. Alright. Hello. Oh, your bodyguard isn't here. I don't want to break their... That's rude. All right.
Tell me what
Hello.
you want, and I will tell you who you are.
Hello, Georgie. Let's see if we can't smooth things over. You are quite insistent, bachelor. These walls still grieve for Simon. The house is not yet ready to receive guests. I also visited this time looks... I realize how a visit at this time looks, but I see it as my duty to offer condolences in person. Your duty? To whom? And what else does this duty entail? We barely know each other, and you did not know Simon at all. Well, I haven't been here for long, but I'm aware of how much he meant to the town. Not a mere ruler, more of the cornerstone of some vast and intricate building. Unless this is flattery, perhaps you did indeed understand Simon, and all of us. Why have you come? Are you counting on Simon's family to help you? To shed a light on his secrets? Getting your money's worth, so to speak? Yes, I dropped everything and tripped to this backwater. No, that's be rude. Don't taunt me. Okay. I don't know how to answer that, Georgie. Obfuscation in the face of scientific interest is not my strong suit. And yes, a dead Simon is still of scientific interest. Careful, bachelor. Honesty is the best policy, but tact has its own rewards. You stand in the home of a deceased man talking to his brother. Choose your words more carefully. Starting from the moment, how'd you say that I tire of approaching pleasure? I choose to say that I grieve with you. You grieve a discovery you were unable to make. And I'm certain I won't, and I'm certainly won't be able to make it now. I know that Simon's body has been stolen. You know? How? That's unimportant. I know it, and that's that. Well, you're right. We don't have the body, and the fact that you know that matters more than you think. I may have an inkling why. Simon warned me you were coming. He said to me, a doctor will arrive on the second day and ask to see the body. If he says it's been stolen, he is the one. Tell him to look for it. He warned you. Of course he did. I did not understand what stolen body he was talking about, and here you are, Bachelor, speaking the words I've been waiting for. Hopefully our conversation will be different from now on. Let's start at the beginning. Tell me how Simon died. I know less than you're hoping for. Shortly before his death, Simon disappeared. Neither we nor the townspeople saw him for several days. He returned in the middle of the night, instructing everyone in the house not to eat meat or drink water for a week. Not to eat meat or drink water for a week. That seems like a rather religious fast. Yes, why abstain from meat and water? Is that some custom of some sort? It is. A mourning custom. At the time, I thought Simon was arranging the funeral of someone important, and would tell us later. Turns out he was arranging his own. Now I'm sure he knew what he was Now I'm sure he knew that he was dying. Afterward, he locked himself in the focus, saying he wasn't to be disturbed. What is this focus? A focal point in our modern sense, or an erudite reference to the original Latin word for a hearth? It is both. The focus is... By the way, Daniel, you are an insane conversationalist. That's a wild place to just jump immediately to, in the middle of having a conversation with somebody. I don't know. Like, I feel, perhaps, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm too dumb-brained to be on Daniel's level. All I know is that Daniel can be pretty petty, and for some reason loves very sarcastic riddles, if I understand correctly. It is both. The focus is Simon's private space. It does have a physical entrance, located in the wing of the Crucible, currently occupied by our younger brother Victor. The wing used to be Simon's, but by the time Victor grew up, Simon had learned to manipulate space so as to make it do with only his study. So he invented the TARDIS. And any office he was in, bigger on the inside. I mean, I laugh, but, like, technically, I feel like that's still within the realm of possibility. I feel like, in this current town, time and space are just, playthings, like Tinker Toys. Okay, I don't understand. So there's more to Simon's study than meets the eye? The focus is Simon's study. It is also his bedroom, as well as his workshop, library, laboratory, and whatever else he needed it to be. But the focus is also a state of mind in resonance with a state of matter. Discovering that resonance was one of his life's greatest achievements. I'm not surprised it is where he died. So, he invented the room of requirement, or, oh God, what's the other term for it? The in-between room? I forget. It's been ages since I read the books. So, it is the site of his death? The focus cannot be entered unless its owner wills it. However, that night I woke up with an irresistible urge to knock. I cannot explain it. It was as if a hook lodged itself in my heart and dragged me towards the door. Simon didn't respond, but I was able to enter. He was already dead. Oh, thank you. So Penguin Pizza Pie says the come and go room. Thank you. That was exactly the term I was looking for. The room of requirement, or the come and go room, or the in-betweeners. So All right, you know what? Let's be sympathetic here. My particular condolences, then. It's always horrible to be the one who discovers the body. I'm unsure of my memory. It's clouded from the shock, from the effects of the focus. The state of the body shocked me, twisted and mutilated, as if through torture, like an invisible force had wrung all the pain it could from Simon, though he fought to the last. I know you say you're unsure, but doesn't this mean Simon was murdered? Someone crept into the study and... Only if Simon let the murderer in himself. Locks are not what guards the focus. Besides, I do not believe a visitor would retain the capacity to end a life. As I told you, it is a state of mind, not a three-dimensional space. Nevertheless, I would like to examine the place he died. Now that you have proved that you are the one Simon was expecting, I do not and cannot object. The question is whether the focus will feel the same way. Go to Victor's wing of the house and try it. I cannot help you. Indeed, I could not even help my nephews, my own Kain blood. It is a trial everyone must take alone. That's great. Thank you for your permission and this conversation itself. Good luck, Bachelor. Stop by sometime. I'm sure I can find plenty to talk about with a guest of Simon's. Another thing. I'm sure you will locate the body and study it. I am prepared to entrust it to you, but please promise me that you will identify the thief. I mean, of course, it's in our common interest to do so. All right, so it turns out that we discovered Simon Kain's office, which, I know I made a lot of references, but as of right now, that's the best way for me to wrap my being around it. So it seems to be both a TARDIS and a room of requirement. It is a state of mind. It can be conceivably whatever Simon needed to be at any given moment. It doesn't allow personages in who are not worthy of the presence of Simon Kain. So it seems to have a consciousness of its own. I mean, I'm going to be honest, if I hadn't experienced any other type of fantasy or sci-fi media, that probably would have, been over my head. But I'm glad I have these other nerdy things I can reference. Okay, children at the warehouses have problems they can't solve without my help. Yes, this is about the dog. Their ill patient is a puppy. This is definitely the very reason I got my education. I left the capital for things like that. Okay. All right, Daniel. Please calm down. The children here are more valuable than you can expect. Yes, Isidore's study. So it was Isidore who invited me to town, and then was killed. His study may hide circumstances of his death, as well as some clues for me. Today is the day I've received the blessing to visit Simon's study. All right, so that should be right next door. So without wasting any time, I'm going to go ahead and bebop right to the other side. Nope. Is that it? Is that your study? Am I even in the right place? Oh, it's in this building. Okay. Not a problem. All right. The plot is thickening at a rate I can't talk to you? You're the youngest Kain, aren't you? All right. Hello, Simon. Please let me know if you have any beetles or glass shards that I can just steal and give to children. Hello. Hi.
A coward. Always been a coward. Oh, how I hate it.
All right. Hello, Victor. Bachelor Dankovsky. An honor. Victor Kain at your service. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. It's a grim day. Grim? No. I'd say strange. You just lost a brother, didn't you? I don't mean to be blunt, but aren't you finding it difficult? As the youngest, I grew up expecting Simon and Georgie to go before me. Is what I should say. But frankly, it isn't just the factory hands who thought Simon was immortal. It still feels like a bad dream to me. I'm familiar with the feeling. I think Tellman had a term for it. When my wife Nina died, I kept asking myself, why her? Why not me? I looked for an answer and found none. She was stronger, smarter, just better than I was. Now Simon is dead, and it's dawning on me. Death takes the best. Excellent line read. Death takes the best. It shuns the mediocre, like myself. All right, bud, no reason to be so sad. Death is just a transition, and we're all going through our own, and whether or not we like it, we do always end up improving simply by the fact that we continue onward. You're right. I mean, that's true. True mediocrites never see themselves that way. I doubt you fit the description. Now everyone will talk about what a great man Simon was, and it's true. Yet my dearest memory of him is simple. When he built me a camera lucida, it projected images onto paper, tigers in the jungle, magnificent places. I've never seen anything more beautiful. Except Nina, of course. What is a camera lucida? A cousin of camera obscura, an optical curiosity, a prism that superimposes the world onto the page. To a 7-year-old, it was a miracle. But never mind. I don't imagine you're here just to offer condolences. I heard that Simon's body was stolen. Have you spoken to Georgie? Yes, it's true. The body was stolen. Unspeakable blasphemy. His death was like a knife to my heart, and now some fiend has decided to twist the blade. Any idea who did it? None. I'm sorry. I wish I could help. To think of my brother dragged through the streets like a bag of bones and guts. I can't imagine who would do such a thing. I will find your brother's body. You have my word. Thank you. And please, don't mistake my grief for evasion. Ask whatever you must. Well, forgive me for prying, but may I examine Simon's study? It is vital that I see it. I promise to leave it undisturbed. Please do. Simon was expecting you. He had high hopes. And now all that's left is an empty study. You're more than welcome to attempt an entry. Simon would want you to. Thank you. Georgie already granted his permission, but the study is in your wing of the crucible. It felt impolite not to ask. You're quite a conscientious man. You have my permission, of course, but sadly it's not mine to grant. Like Simon, the study has a particular temperament. It might admit you, or it might not. Well then, if you don't mind, I'll try my luck. Of course. You know, he had a rare gift. He was meticulously organized, yet always appeared relaxed. Never in a hurry, but always on time. Well, I believe there is a saying about punctuality being a royal virtue. Punctuality is the politeness of kings, and the duty of all gentlemen. Indeed. Okay. You're going through it, Victor. I'm not gonna harp too much on that. There's nothing out of the ordinary there. Is this something? Yes. What do we got? Strychnine and nutshells. Heck yeah. The kids will love it. Okay, so I need to find, it's locked. Yes. Inaccessibility. This isn't the study, is it? Is it? Isn't it? What is this? Okay, what is it? The study is locked. I must grasp its essence to get inside. If only I could understand what it means. Grasp its essence? Grasp its essence. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of how that sounds, but grasp its essence. Okay. I don't know if that has anything to do with the time. Grasp its essence. Oh, this is a very vague riddle. Okay, so if the room allows me to enter... the study is locked. I must grasp its essence to get inside. If only I could understand what that means. Okay, let me just check real quick. Alright, unless... Victor, do you have any more insight you can give me? Absolutely none. Maybe I can go speak to Georgie. Maybe he has better understanding. But so far, it just seems like the room itself must grant me permission to enter. And I don't think I have that. And I know there's a clock right on the thing, but the clock does not move. And it's really hard to tell what time it is. Because there's 4 watch hands. Alright, so before I waste too much time, because it is a precious commodity, I'm going to go and take a look at the other stuff that I can do today. Excuse me. Thank you.
It was quiet in Thanatica.
Alright. We're going to go to... what will be faster? Here, and then it's about roughly the same. Alright, fine. Let me go take a look at this Doge. Okay. And what do we have? Oh, at the furthest part of the town. Okay. So, grasp the essence. It was my, I don't know, it was my understanding that if I was worthy of the office... Well, here's the thing. I still also need to go and discover Isidore and the whole situation with that. And Isidore, and it seems as though... Sorry, did I go too far? I may have. Alright, so it seems like Isidore and Simon were close. So perhaps... Sorry, just got to kick that.
Quiet.
Okay, where... Okay, it's this building here. So, if I can, maybe Isidore will... Oh, of course it's not an actual puppy. It's a dog head. You kids are terrifying. These kids kept the town's authorities in fear. And what are you doing? And hardening... And what are you doing here? Hardening bandits? Hi, bud. Notkin, Soul and a Halves chieftain. These were there were 2 large gangs of children in the town. The Soul and a Halves kept animals and called them their halves, which supposedly understood them better than any humans did. Every soul and a half had such an animal companion, though I never saw a single one. So, the only 2 gangs that I know about in this town, or Gotkin, I think it is the Dogheads, and now it's Soul and a Halves. So, and obviously, so, yes. So, all right, well, obviously we have a dog head in the cage. So, I guess hopefully they'll illuminate a little bit more about this weird relationship these kids have. Your problems, little imp, are caused by the tower. You've completely lost touch with the earth up there. I used to be like that, too. Remember when we used to all play together? But now the games are over. Don't go soft on him, chieftain. If he's turning up his snout at food, let him. Why are you torturing this boy? He violated the treaty. He stalked around our turf, and he broke into the warehouses because he wanted the lanterns. My guys were going to give him a thrashing after they caught him, but I wouldn't allow it. See, Doctor, there he is, unharmed. He's just refusing to eat for some reason, which is why we sent for you. Okay. I take it you're in charge here? What sort of gang is this? Name's Notkin. We're Soul and a Halves. We rule the town. We run the warehouses. We maintain order. I thought Bad Grief ran the warehouses. Bad Grief's a grown-up, and grown-ups stay out of our business. They've got their authorities, and we've got ours. It's called neutrality. Grief knows the treaty, and he knows that if you violate it, you're in for it. Isn't that right, dog? He knows he violated the treaty like the dirty flea bag he is. Not only trespassing, but stealing from us to boot. That's like spitting in my face and rubbing it in. It's personal. I can forgive a lot, but if I let this kind of foul play slide, I'd lose my own gang's respect. Okay, so you locked up a trespasser like the big tough gang you are. Now what? What's your plan? The plan was to punish him and send a message to the others, but then he went on a hunger strike on us. Perhaps you might let him go? You can't keep him here forever, you know. Let him go? Come on! We let him go and the next thing you know, he's out there blabbing about our lantern cache. He'll tell all his doghead pals. Don't listen to the doctor, chieftain. We can't let the pipsqueak go. We can't. You've tortured a kid to within an inch of his life. He can barely speak anymore. You're going to starve him to death? Go to Khan. Doctor, tell him I'm here. Oh, looky here. The little mutt must have whimpered something inhuman. What's that you're whining about, puppy? You want Con here, huh? Do you want us to dance a jig for you, too? Forget it. All right, talk to me, prisoner. How are you holding up? You ought to lay off your hunger strike, or you'll get sick for real. You've got to fetch Con. Con will help. Con's a top dog. Those pups are all up in the tower, where the winds have blown to the last of their wits anyway. They think putting on a mask is all it takes to reject their animal nature. But that's just silly. How can you overcome your nature with a mask? I reckon Con sent that little dolt to us to begin with. His plan was to steal our lanterns. Now he's holed up in this tower, afraid to even peek out. Do lanterns really warrant such severe maltreatment? Well, first of all, there was no matchery. Whatever. You know what I mean, Doctor. Didn't happen. We tried to feed him and he refuses to eat. And second of all, screw you too, okay? Excellent. Good stuff. Man, you are going to be great at internet debates. I told you, Doctor. It's not about the lanterns. He violated the treaty. Then go fetch Con if you can't settle this conflict without him. What's the point of sending a messenger for me? Yeah, sure. We should send a messenger to Con so he grabs him and takes him prisoner. What kind of person would want to just walk into captivity? Use your brain, man. We sent for you because the pup is starving himself, and that's not right. We're not beasts, unlike them. I want to do this the proper way, treaty and all. Are you sure I could antagonize? But I don't know what the benefit of antagonizing is. I'm a doctor and a courier. I'm not going... No, I mean, I'm not going to let a boy die, or a person die. Things are weird in this town, and I really don't think it's beyond this group of kids to let, you know... All right, I'll tell Con Jr. you're expecting him. All right, great. So what do we have? So, children from the warehouses captured a child from the Polyhedron. To resolve this conflict, they need the Doghead's leader, Casper Kain. This child play has gone too far. I'll report this to the Governor Sabaroff and let his men deal with the juvenile kidnappers. Oh yeah, well, considering the overall feeling that people seem to have towards the children, I have a feeling that's going to be an absolute treat. So, yes, I know, I was just there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to kill two birds with one stone. I could go in through here. No, I feel like that's... No. No, there's no real way to go up there. This could only take me, I feel, down here. So what I'm going to do is just go back all the way north. Okay. Back along the trade tracks. Anything I can kick? There is. Excuse me. Bop.
As if things are animated.
Oh man, I am like Sonic the Hedgehog. Too fast, too quick. So a lot of developments are going on. The thing that I've learned, like right from the very beginning, is that, well, I don't know, like, I feel like, no, that's nothing. I feel like, in any sort of thing, maybe it's because no, it's over there. But you gotta respect the kid gangs, you know? They'll mess you up. They know things. And I don't want to be somebody that, like, you know, gets on their bad graces. Because, you never know, like, you know, the little birds, whispers, the ears to the ground. It's the best we have so far. I mean, the adults are going to try to be, like, obscuring, but at least the kids are probably going to try to relate things to me to the best of their ability. Probably is not going to be great, but at least I can glean some information. I know that I've been told from here on out, the Kains are going to, like, essentially outwardly lie to me or obscure facts. The Olgimskis just straight up hate me. I'm slowly dying. What do we got here? What is happening here? A public execution? Who the heck is this? This isn't Soot. What is happening here? Isidore's house is covered with a creepy substance. Neighboring houses are still clean. Is this the source? Wait, what? What is this? in a soot? Okay, I see it. I don't... Curiosity killed the cat. You should... Oh, yes, this is... What is this? Is this a mirror? Great, this one I'll break.
Once Dankovsky. Now, 1,000 fragments of Dankovsky.
Okay, so this... are you trying to tell me that this is where the start of the sand plague was? We're gonna get to that in a second. What came up? Definitely need a plague sample to show the town authorities. Okay. Well, I know that, Isidore's office is through here. Oh. Are you Isidore? Hello, friend. Who are you? You're a new one. Okay, here we go. Right, late guest. Right in the middle of the murder scene, a giant stands tall. What does he need here? Hi. Oh, you're terrifying? What do you know? Oyun, foreman of the abattoir. One of Olgimsky's workers of the abattoir. A heavy man, arousing heavy suspicions, but no interest. What? Okay. I mean, it was told that, the Olgimskys do hire a lot of the steppe people. I wonder if this is the representation of that. I mean, it does have like the leather workings, definitely stitched together. Also, you know, severely with the bull imagery as well. But it does look, I don't know, the collar that Oyun has right now, I feel like I've seen that represented like in many different like video game medias to be some sort of like servant or, you know, slave collar. All right, well, we'll find out. We'll find out.
Mother Botto warms her kin, feeds them from the bosom of her veins.
By the way, I do want to point out that I'm super glad that these characters introduce themselves with a little bit of dialogue. It really does help me shape how I'm supposed to be reading these. Who are you? You cannot be here. Yaba Sashan. Okay. You're probably a tough man to sway, given your build, but let me try anyway. I need to inspect this house. I am Foreman Oyun, and you cannot be here. Outsiders are not allowed. Here, Tani Taka... I'm not gonna read that, Led. If I had the capacity to chastise you, virtually I would. Sorry. Outsiders are not allowed here. Tani Kagui Kanudye Orul Kagai. Okay. Can we just, you know, and I'll let it in post, me pronouncing that all correctly. Okay. Okay, fine. Tanekagui kunudye orul kagwe. I'm gonna go with that. That sounded fine. This is a kin matter. My business alone. Let's see. Former's job or maybe nickname. The crime scene. Isidore Barak sent me a letter inviting me to this town, and then he died. I'd like to check if he left anything for me here. You can have a look if you want to, but touching is Corioltai. The guards that came here disturbed the lines of this place. Don't do that. It's not allowed. What lines are you talking about? You, the guards, you're all Zerlig Amitad. You know no respect, neither for the land nor the dead. And I am the foreman. I am responsible for the lines, for the kin. I should be where Isidore was, even if Isidore's blood has been spilled. You knew Isidore? He was Menku. He knew the lines and earned the sacred right to open bodies. He was my kindred, my Bukyi Delkai. I'm here to keep vigil over his blood. You're mourning, perfectly understandable, but please understand me too. I'd like to help, and for that, I need to know what happened. This is not your Usharal. Not for you to understand. His son Artemy is the one who needs to. And you don't know the lines. Tanig Dagui-kun. Tanig Dagui-kun. Daniel-san! Anyway, sorry. Okay, but Artemy isn't here, only I am, and I need to inspect the crime scene. Okay, so can I not inspect the crime scene because there's a big old buddy old pal here who's going to possibly turn my insides all out with what and the violence? I'm just gonna... Okay, very powerful arms, reeks of sweat and blood, and also like bull's bile. Daniel, what do you know of bull's bile? Concentrate. They didn't have time to sweep the dirt out. This house is clean, but there's fresh dirt. Alright, if I... What? Concentrate on what? Okay. Alright, so, yes. Isidore Barak, the doctor. There is little time for investigation. Rude. But I assume that this gentleman will want to lock it up. I doubt I could stop him. Wait, is that true? His right arm is larger than his left? He's a veritable mountain of muscle. It means he's working for Olgimsky. Olgimsky must be his lord and master. He came to keep silent vigil over the blood. Then the blood must be his. The blood could also belong to the killer. But the blood isn't surprising given the mess. So, what happened here? Well, it could be a search, most likely. Was the killer looking for something? Well, is there anything missing? Well, there was clearly something on the windowsill. Yes. Umbrella, a baculum, a horn, a pistol. I'm gonna guess a horn. Yes, a horn would suit this study. I'll keep this as my main theory. Next, consider other possibilities? Yes, please. The only reason why I guessed a horn is because of all the bull imagery. I mean, I would guess a gun. An umbrella just seemed, like, weird. But, a horn, given, like, you know, the major themes of this town, most likely. So was somebody covering tracks? The patrolman could have damaged it. Okay. Isidore could have died quietly from illness. But is it possible somebody staged a struggle to cover their tracks? Well, it's possible somebody covered their tracks. Someone was covering tracks right here. Yes, there seems to be a pile of dirt, but no. The killer's tracks have step dirt. So... the killer might be a step man. The circle has narrowed insignificantly. But let's return from the step to the study. So what happened here? A struggle? Well, if Isidore struggled against someone, traces might remain. Ah, a fresh scratch. A claw, a knife? No, I wouldn't say a claw or a knife. A horn, maybe? Is it horn? Is it always a horn? Is that the answer? But a ball wouldn't fit in this room. Why would that would... There are other ways! Daniel, that's a very silly thought. It's like, did a cow kill him? But could the stand have held a horn? It's quite possible the blow struck with the horn. Yes, the scratch points to a struggle. Agony. The mold on the house hints of sand pest. And those sick with sand pest do suffer a terrible torment. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that fits well. Yes, I should look around some more. A search Did a thief break in after death and loot the place? Is there anything missing? Yes, it's the horn, I want to say. Horn's blow could have left the scratch. A horn's blow could have left the scratch, yes. I'll keep this as my main theory. Alright. So the conclusion is... take it? Well, I guess, yeah, take it. I must take it now. No, the investigation... What? Take what? What am I taking? Stop? What? Somehow I feel like it was left from me. This is true. There's a lot of people that seem to be of knowing of my presence before I even showed up. But all of this is extremely suspicious. So, I want to say that Isidore was killed by a person. That's most likely the most logical case. I still have to examine the body, yes. I didn't find mold inside, that's true. Yes, but if I must find it and show the studies. It could be behind any object on the wall. I need to search the second floor. Aren't I on the second floor? Yes, it could be behind any object. I need to hurry. For the... I need to hurry before he throws me out. This is true. Okay. So his right arm is larger than his left. I don't really see that. And I'm dying? Which isn't great. Where does the danger look? At first glance. Okay. So, sorry. Give me a second to process what just happened. So it looks like... So, for all intents and purposes, it looks like there was a struggle. And whether or not... Or some sort of altercation happened. Now, Oyun says here that the police came by already and searched the place, so that might be a contributing factor. However, it seems like Daniel has made specific mention of some sort of holder that happened on the windowsill. And, well, because of all the, bull imagery, I decided, you know what, let's go with a horn, since that seems like, and not only that, but, Isidore also has a lot of, the same type of steppe cultures. They has the sort of Peruvian type woven blankets hung upon all the walls. There does seem to be, and the fact that Oyun is here, there seems to be connection between Isidore and the steppe people. So maybe a connection with having a horn of some sort might work. Plus that scratch on the door, it wasn't a knife and it wasn't a claw because, it wasn't a knife because there wasn't a single striation. It wasn't a claw because there wasn't multiple. There was just a big old rubbing gash. Hate to use that terminology, but that was the first thing that came to my head. So, all right. So let's see. I still believe that Isidore was killed, but I am unsure as to why. I do need to examine the body. Hopefully, this guy here won't toss me out. I'm going to break this because I have a feeling. I do want that. I want the bundle. I want the humble indie bundle. Will you let me have it?
I
Hello.
carry out my duty. I keep my world safe.
This is a place of death. Naka Baran Gazar, a sacred place. You cannot stay here long. Have you looked your fill? Stop trampling it with your feet. Yeah, you're so eager to shoo me away. Where were you in this? Tell me, Oyun, you serve Olgimsky, don't you? The Buos is the boss in this town. Everyone serves him. Karishjiekun. Well, I serve him too, and he asked me to come here. The Buos doesn't ask. He gives orders. If he gave you an order, you carry it out. But you still can't touch anything. Sacred things are not for touching. Olgimsky, I'm gonna see if I can pull it over pull the wool over Oyun. Why not? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, and I really do want to figure this out. And not only that, but if you really wanted to help with, like, the murder and everything, you'd be a little bit more compliant. I respect cultures and everything like that, but, you know, time is of the essence here, and believe me, I'm very familiar with how pressing time is right now, or oppressing time is. Olgimsky wasn't looking for you. I didn't realize he meant you at first, but now I understand. You should go to him as soon as possible. If the Buos called for me, I will go. I cannot refuse. But first, you will leave Karashjikun. You cannot stay here without me. Olgimsky suspects that this house is contaminated with the plague, and he's right, it's dangerous here. That can't be. Gagui. There was plague before, but now it is gone. You are lying. Okay, well, okay, I'll reiterate. You need evidence? No, I'll reiterate. It's dangerous here. You're risking your life by staying. I don't think I negotiated this very well. I want to find out what this bundle is, but you won't let me touch it. And there's a butterfly on it. That's rather nice. I need to go. I need to stare at something depressing. Okay. Keep your secrets. I don't think there's anything else I can do here. Yeah, you're fine. Whatever. Fine. I'm leaving. I need to leave before I murder myself. Hello. I need something depressing. Thank you. Okay.
This noise.
Is there a child? Is there a child around? Alright, so today I should examine Isidore's study. I tried. Okay, I definitely tried. Okay, yeah, you know what? I don't think I got anywhere too great. Yeah, the child play has gone too far. I'll report to Governor Sabarov. Okay. Thank you for reminding me of what I need to do. So I'll go... this is gonna waste so much time! I wish I could study Isidore's thing, but I can't. Alright, fine. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. I'm probably gonna die. I'm probably gonna get so stressed out that let's say this child is depressing. No, children aren't depressing. Children provide me with tradable items. Hello. Okay, goodbye. But if I'm too manic, I will start to lose health gradually. If I'm too depressed, I will just make a decision, a very permanent decision about my ongoings. All right, we're here. We'll let the governor know that things are bad. Okay, hello, Sabarov. Open. What? No, it's the... Oh, I know you. The Sabarovs are a withered tree, bitter in their fruits. I want to talk to you in a second. You are a very interesting-looking person. Oh, I really hope this conversation doesn't kill me.
Shh! Stop squirming! Everything's all right now.
It's a lie that the house is empty. Isidore is no longer there, but the house is not empty. Misfortune has taken root there.
Shut them up. Toughen up. Leave hesitation behind. It's our family's time.
What are you saying, child? You went to Barak's house? Why? Because I'm scared. She'll return to the town to finish what she began 5 years ago, so she told me. Are you talking about that nasty old shabby? That shabnak? I didn't want to believe her, so I broke into Isidore's house, thinking I'd find nothing, and I found the plague, fool that I am. Okay. Am I hearing this right? I already know this. Clara, I didn't expect to find you here, least of all like this, reporting to the governor. You're not alone in your concern for the town, Dr. Mann. I had to go there, look my fear in the eye, and I have to warn people, so at least someone can be spared. Maybe there's still time to stop her? No, I'm not... Okay. I'm afraid that what awaits us all can no longer be stopped, but thank you for trying. I thought you'd be angry that some little girl spotted the threat before you did. I'm glad you aren't. I'm not your enemy, see? I even play by the rules you believe in. I inform the high and mighties that misfortune has come. Thank you, Clara. Still, I admit that it takes a certain effort to believe this dreadful illness has come back after all these years. Regrettably, it appears to be true. I visited the place today myself and saw traces of contagion. Unfortunately, I didn't take a sample. Then what's stopping you? Go back and take one. Yeah, I'll get right to it. I'm completely... Of course, the suspicion is confirmed. I will be forced to take extreme measures. I must consult with Katerina. Let's step aside while he thinks, Dr. Mann. Go to Isidore's house and collect your samples. People will not willingly believe that trouble is returned, but your big city sheen will persuade them. You see, Dr. Mann? Well, I mean, it's all ending the conversation. Okay, so I'll finally be good for something. Is that what you mean? All right, great. You know what? I want to talk to you.
You can't look straight at the sun or at death without flinching. Whose saying was that?
Wait, Dankovsky. Let's step aside. A moment of your time. What happened? There's no need to speak with Katerina. Why not? Katerina is ill. I'm a doctor. Let me examine her? To find what? Injection marks? Oh, you mean that kind of illness. She suffers from pain. I made a wrong call. You can speak with her, of course. I only ask that you show understanding. If she behaves strangely or begins to talk about pain, I want you to know we will have all the necessary medicines. We have all the necessary medicines. Don't give her anything. No painkillers. Okay. I think I understand what you mean, Saburov. I'll be tactful. Hi. Katerina Saburova, leader of the Humbles cult. The last mistress of the town. Mistresses, that's what they call the women here who supposedly possess magical powers, the ability to see into the future, or to change it. There were legends of miracles performed by other mistresses, but people said Katerina lacked the gift. I think her ill reputation came about because she was barren. Wow, Jesus Christ, somebody throw a pie.
I hate mirrors. Lying bitches.
Bachelor Dankovsky, such an honor for our house. I knew you'd come. The whole town has been watching my every movement with bated breath. You don't have visitors from the capital here often, do you? We don't. Some people here are certain there is no capital at all, that it's an invention of the mistresses. It's not the first time I hear about mistresses, but I still don't get it. Are they some kind of fortune tellers? Reading your hand, that sort of thing? Your rudeness is uncalled for. Do you see the eyes watching us from the corner? What eyes? Little ones. Black and red. Little like little angry beads. In pairs. But sometimes in 3s and 4s. So if you think those are rats, then you're wrong. Jesus Christ, Daniel, shut up. Okay, no, I don't see anything. I am a mistress. They say Nina and Victoria were true ones, and I am a false one. Fools. Nina had 1 pair of eyes. Victoria had 2 at most, but I have hundreds. I can feel what they could never dream of. And Clara, my little daughter, Clara's worth 1,000 Victorias, 10,000 Marias. Clara is your daughter? Do you have children, Doctor? No, I don't. Have you ever tried for a baby? I haven't. Have you ever felt your inadequacy because you couldn't give the world what you were made for? It looks like I've struck a nerve. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. It's not fair that some families have everything in abundance and for free, while others have to suffer humiliation. I'm the mistress of this town, me, the only one alive besides Clara. You know her, right? I do know her. My darling daughter. Rats have brought her. So she's adopted then. Alexander has grown very attached to her. Clara will become a mistress. She'll fulfill our destiny. She'll do what I was incapable of. Alexander has grown attached. What about you? Alexander is a very gentle, sweet man. Did you know? Everyone sees a ruler made of steel in him, and that is so. But there's so much love in him, so much care. Just don't tell him I said that. He doesn't want people to know. People usually try to conceal their shortcomings, but it turns out your spouse is concealing his merits. A ruler cannot be human. Yeah, well, you're not the only one that believes that. Okay, I desperately... No more apathy. Oh, god dang it. I'm sorry, but you really bummed me out. Oh, dang, this is not good. I need to go kick something. No, we're fine. We're fine, Daniel. Yes, it was a very sad story. No, Daniel, bud. We're good, okay? We just have to go kick this thing. And no, don't be sad. There we go. Yes, okay, great. Okay. God, you get... Yes, it wasn't a very fun conversation. Of that, I admit. I need desperately... Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Yes, because I desperately need calomel. If Daniel just gets too sad, he just, I can't have that. Now he's slow. Okay, there we go.
I'd rather not hear this.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna trade, we're gonna get some calomel. Alright, bud? You're gonna be right as rain. We're just wasting a lot of time. I wish I didn't have to. Okay, we need to go, you know what? There, let's at least get back into the normal levels. Okay. Okay, oh, you're right, you're all the way up there. Okay. Hello, I need calomel. Please tell me that you have some. Yes, okay, great. Please tell me I have enough. Okay, split stack into one. Great. Good. We're even there. Can you give me anything else? Herbal mixture, a sedative, mildly increases apathy. I don't know why I would need that. Moderately increases apathy. I don't need that so desperately. I will take the match. I don't know actually if I need the matches, to be honest. You know what? I'm perfectly fine with this. I just need the calomel. Okay. Hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, that's so much better. Oh! Daniel's got legs like a cat. Okay, so what do we have here? All right, we need to go back, and I'm gonna go collect a sample. Oh, I feel like I'm ruining this day! Okay. Oh, right. Wait, hold on, let me see. Okay, this... You'll speed me up a little bit. I know I'm risking it. Okay, that's perfect. That's a perfect amount.
Like a gunshot.
Okay, we go back here. I'm wasting so much time. What is it? It's already 4 in the afternoon. Okay, I have to go... Alright, we're right there. Yes. Alright, we need to go. So it's on the second floor. So I'm right here. So it's this way. I can't go in this room. Nothing there. You're still here. Loot? Oh, great. There's a lot more stuff. Examination. Ah, I found it! Scraping of strange mold.
Yes?
What is this? What have you brought here, Tanagui-kun? What do you have in your hand? You know perfectly well what it is, Oyun. That's why you're suddenly so twitchy. I have seen it. 5 winters ago. It was because of this that Isidore sealed off the crude sprawl, locked people away in their houses. Kunud gosh dang it. Kashkaraladaba. You know what, it's fine. How they screamed. Why has it returned? How can this be? I thought I'd stopped it. Oh, you stopped it? What did you do? Thought I had stopped it. What's that supposed to mean? You know about the plague, I take it? Give that here. You only make it worse, Town-on-Gorkhon. Enough, Shiha Katalaga... Oh my gosh. Kangal Tatai, Yumi Ki Gishish. Get out. Hey, hands off. You have no right. Did I... Screw it. Did I goof this? A man or beast, haunt or disease, he killed in agony, and the significance of his death is comparable to Simon's death. Just a quick glance at the mold was enough for the superstitious Aloof to flee in horror with my sample, and he threw me out too. I can't expect anything to get in the way. The mold has gotten inside the house. I've found the infection spread. Rumors about a strange house reached Saburov. He himself wanted my expertise. It's curious it was the Saburov's adoptive daughter, Clara, who found the potential plague-ridden house first, or maybe there's no mold in it before the visit. And it's locked. Great. Okay. I think I goofed it. I think I done goofed. Isidor's box covered in gross oozes. This bodes ill. Okay, is there still something here that I am to examine? Curiosity killed the cat. You should run as fast as you can. Is there... I don't think there's any way... How do I can't go back into the building. I may have to do day 2 again, because I am an absolute brat. Okay. Alright, I think I goofed it. I angered the beast man. Oh, that's upsetting. Okay. Okay, I need... no, I need something depressing. I need something depressing. I need to level out with something sad. I can break this mirror. That's not going to help. But it is going to give me more amalgam. So that I don't actually get dead. Alright, we're going to move this on. Okay. Hi. Hello, everyone. Hi. Excuse me, can I come in? Can I get in through here? Thank you, jeez. Hi. Here he is, Governor. Yesterday this fellow spent the whole day in the pubs boasting that he bumped off old Barak. Or maybe he was beating himself up. People can't seem to agree on that one.
Stupid. I was so stupid.
Thank you. But tell me this, before someone speaks for you, if you killed Barak Sr., why would you talk about it in a pub? Well, I was a bit smashed. Some idiots were making fun of me, and I wanted to give them a scare, so I blurted it out. So they, finally leave me alone. I just said it out of spite, Chief. Truth is, I loved and respected Barak. I came to the pub to drown my sorrow when I heard he's been killed. That's not what you told us, you dog. He's lying through his teeth. Okay. Suspect, how did you know Isidore Barak? Were the two of you acquainted? Well, who didn't know him? He saved both my sister and my nephew when the baby got tangled in his birth cord. A tough job for your ordinary healer, but Barak was no ordinary healer. What we were going to do without him? My sister's pregnant again. What if it all goes south? Was that why you were lurking around his house? 2 witnesses saw you there. A coincidence? First you were snooping around the house, then you drunkenly confessed in the pub. And now you sobered up and are denying everything. What, cat got your tongue, eh? Look at me. My sister sent me there for the healing tinctures. I didn't know back then. I thought he didn't get the door because he wasn't in. Enough. Take him away. Put him in lockup for now. We'll deal with him later. Why do disasters always come treading on each other's heels? Wait, the suspect was near Isidore's house? Maybe even inside? We need to quarantine him, not put him in a cell. He could have got infected, and it wouldn't hurt to isolate the patrol too. Why on earth would you need to quarantine us? There's a suspicious mold on the walls of that house. Sorry? There's a suspicious mold on the walls of that house, both outside and inside. I haven't analyzed it yet, but I'm certain that it's highly contagious. Mold? Like 5 years ago? Oh, woe is us. But wait, Doctor, 5 years ago, the plague destroyed anyone who caught it in hours. But I went to Barak's house yesterday morning, and I'm still alive. That's true. People saw him there yesterday morning. Does that mean we can forego the quarantine? No. We don't know what we're dealing with yet. The preliminary detention cell needs to be set up according to all sanitary regulations. The investigation will have to be postponed for now, but whatever happens, Barak's murder shouldn't go unpunished. Well, this man needs to be interrogated, even if he's not the killer. He might have seen or heard something by Isidore's house yesterday. With all due respect, you should leave the investigation to those competent in such matters, Denkovsky. You have other pressing matters right now. I was just voicing... You're right. I still need to analyze the sample and report it to you, so you know to prepare the town for. Okay. What do we have here? The town authorities received proof of the plague return. I can rest now, until tomorrow when they summon me to town hall. Saburov detained the allegedly confessed killer of Isidore. Perhaps I overcomplicated with this investigation. I told Saburov and the defenseman I provided the mold analysis. Better hurry. I don't have a sample to analyze. Oyun took it from me. I may have to start this day over again. Because I said the wrong things to Oyun. Alright, you know what? Regardless of that, I'm gonna go check out the Kain and dog situation. Mostly because there's a trader in that area, and I desperately need some calomel and some make-me-feel-better juice in terms of my emotions. But first, I feel much better.
So much of the world.
I didn't even notice that tree there. It's terrifying. It's like Nightmare Before Christmas. Alright. So, we need to go here. That's quite a trek. Yeah, I have to restart this day. This was not a very productive day. But let me go to the little... Actually, no. Before I go to the little Kain boy, I need to get my trade on. Okay. Hello. Do you have... Yes, you do. Excellent stuff. And what else do you have? Herbal mixture. Oh, you sell it at a cheaper cost. Okay, let's get that going. And let's do that and that. Is that... Do I really want to spend all of my money on this? Yeah, probably. Okay. Good trade. Good trade. Okay, what do we got? Let me learn this. Let me use this. Great. And... Nope. I was about to kick it. I was gonna do it because I just wanted to be fast. But it's at the cost of my health, which would be bad. Alright, the last place I saw you, bud. Here you are. Hey, bud.
My sister Maria's trying Mother's crown on already, but it may be too heavy for her.
Non scoles sed vitae decim. You know Latin. I remember some phrases every so often. My uncle tried to teach it to me, but I slacked off during the lessons. I hated studying, but I've always liked how it sounded, like an incantation. What does that one mean? Non scoles sed vitae disc... something. We do not learn for school, but for life. There's also this one. Errare humanum est. I'm not sure why it came to mind just now. What does it mean? To err is human. Uncle once told me about the Tower of Babel. Long ago, people already had a polyhedron of their own, but it turned everyone against each other, and they stopped understanding one another because of it. It seems that is the shared fate of every miraculous tower. Alright, let's get to business. Enough chattering. I'm here on business. Notkin's gang has taken one of your dog mask buddies prisoner. What? Damn him. Who's he taken? Grunky or TikTok? Oh. We can never escape it. It's even permeated the world of Pathologic 3. They told me he was trying to steal some lanterns. That would be Grunky then, the dolt. Always getting into trouble. The moment you look away, there he goes again, like a child. Well, Grunky, what kind of name is that? There's no time to waste. Come on. The sooner we get him out, the better. I don't believe my presence is all that necessary. Have you ever heard of the observer effect? My uncle taught me that all negotiations require a third party, an arbiter, a mediator, to make sure they succeed. Well, Notkin told me you had some sort of treaty. He said it forbids adults from meddling in your affairs. That's correct, but you won't be meddling. You'll only be observing. Lupus non mordet lupum, as they say. What do wolves have to do with this? If Notkin sent you to tell me about the prisoner, that means he trusts you, respects you, which means he won't bite in your presence. I suppose there's no weaseling out of this one for me. Let's go. Considering that if I can't save the town from the plague on day 2, at least I can settle this little dispute. What do we got?
Should have kept quiet. A bargain's a bargain.
Would you look at that? Caspar Kain, the one and only, descends to us from his ivory tower. If I'd known you were coming, I'd have rolled out the red carpet.
I'm listening.
You okay, Grunky? Have they been beating you? Torturing you? Khan, please forgive me. What have you animals done to him? He can barely breathe. Easy, easy. We never laid a finger on him. He's been starving himself. We bring him food, and the silly thing won't even eat it. And you, Doctor, why have you returned? I thought you weren't interested in our squabbles. Khan has asked me to adjudicate your conflict. I asked the Bachelor to attend. I figured you wouldn't dare violate the treaty in his presence. Funny you should say that, considering this pup of yours violating the treaty and being punished for it is the exact reason we're all here. But I'm fine with an arbiter being present, and I'm willing to hear any offers you have. I only have one. A hostage swap. Let Grunky go. I'll take his place in the cage. What? 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 It's my decision. My people are my responsibility. Uncle Simon taught me that if you can relieve someone of their pain and shoulder their burdens yourself, then you must. I have to stay the course for their sakes. That's true. Let every blessed, no, what is the term? And every blessed, you must bear your neighbor's burdens within reason, and our labors will be borne when all is done. That's an expression I live by. That's also the Decemberists. But still, very good philosophy. Okay, so you're not even considering an option where no one gets locked in a cage. My uncle once said I had a great test of character ahead of me. He also spoke at length about how imprisoning your soul was the only way to know true freedom. But I never understood what he meant until I saw this cage. Looks like Uncle Simon did a poor job of explaining the concept of a metaphor to you. You're oddly quiet, Notkin. What happened? Isn't upholding the treaty what you wanted? You'll recall it does permit hostage exchanges. Yes, of course, but I'm just wondering what the catch is. What are you after, Caspar? That's the difference between us, Chieftain. You're always looking for a catch, but I just do what my heart tells me to. Don't trust him, Chieftain. I bet anything he's got a lockpick in his pocket. We lock him up now, he waits for nightfall, then pop, he's gone. What do you think of Caspar Kain's offer, Doctor? You're the arbiter today, after all. Well, there's no other option, Notkin. You're going to have to agree, or you'll end up starving Grunky to death. All the kids? Yeah, that's, the kids do stare into your soul, and then you wonder why I find it distressing or depressing. So be it. Have it your way, Caspar. Open the cage. But I'm warning you, if you pull something, it's war. You mark my words, Chieftain. We lock him up now, his entire posse's gonna kick our doors tonight. That won't happen. Grunky, tell the crew not to try anything. I'm going to handle this myself. Is that clear? The last thing we need is bloodshed. Well, I hope you know what you're doing, Khan. No! Dang it! I will... Yes, listen, this is all great and good and all wonderful. I need something depressing. I need something depressing before I die. Okay, this way. I don't care. Okay. Covered in growth. What is this? The Umar Simon Kain was murdered in his own study. that, though. Okay, we're just gonna go here. Oh no, I don't have anything to trade. Oh no. That's an issue. Okay, wait, this. There we go.
Too high strung.
Okay. Yes, I am very high-strung right now. I need to play with things, with childhood toys. Does this? No? Oh, I'm out again. No, I don't necessarily want to be out. I just want to find things that are going to make me sad. Okay, I'm just going to follow the trail thing here. Ah, good. Okay, blue things. Blue things are good things. Okay, yes. Yep. Oh, mirror? Fantastic. Ah, great.
Vision. Their answer is in mirrors.
Okay. Yep, make me sad. Make me sad, swing set. No, it's too much in the other direction! That's fine. Okay, what do I do now? Okay, wait. Maybe, hold on. Wait. I helped the Kain kid realize their whatever and something. Maybe that means that I'm allowed into the study now? Because I helped one of the Kains realize their potential as a martyr? Is that something? Will you let me into your office now? Let's go in here. Okay. Again, I feel like I wasted this day! Do I? Yeah, why not? No, I already kicked it. Can't kick it again. Okay, I need to go into heal. Okay, did I do it? Did you? No, okay. Okay, I goofed it. I goofed this day. This day is completely goofed. I goofed this day real bad. Oh wait, there's one more place I could go. The time is unknown. The time is unknown to me. All right, oh my god, I wasted so much time! All right, so let me go. Quick, find a sad clown. That's the perfect way to balance it. Is it funny that they're sad? Is it sad that they're funny? Will it balance my humors? It's just so late in the day. Okay. What do we have here? What are you trying to tell me? Sabarov decides to look the other way. Patrolmen won't intervene until the children kill each other. Okay. Great. Well, I resolved everything, so... Are you the... Is that where you want me to go? I don't want to waste time talking to somebody. But you are a very unique-looking individual. Okay, hold on. We're just going to do a little bit of light grave robbing. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Evening. Buried secrets. What do we got? Okay. Today, the late Isidore was being buried. Do I have a chance to examine the body before that? While I was getting off the train, Isidore was being killed or maybe already dying. Examining the body would help the connection, even if there's a connection. They don't bury this late. I should have come to the cemetery earlier. Okay, that's fine. Yep. Out of all the ways that I could have done this day, I have done it literally the worst. Neato. Alright, we're going to have to start this day. None of this happened, everyone. We're going back, everybody back to your positions. Are those fingers? No, those are crystals. A river of blood? More horns? Alright, fine. Since I goofed it, I see no issue with talking to you. What's up? Grace. Oh, the cemetery caretaker. Okay, great. Well, at least I can... Wait, why is the graves being tended by a very young girl? Whatever. Transparent as a blade of grass, she claimed she could speak with the dead, and the townsfolk all believed her. Lethargic, with low attention span, I suspect her mother drank heavily during pregnancy. Jesus Christmas, Daniel. Must you be so cruel? You have no sense of tact.
What's happening?
You shouldn't be here. It's a big day for the stepfolk. They are burying Isidore today, putting him to rest, and disturbing my dead. Stomping the ground, singing their mourning songs. Makes my dead cover their ears. Those who still have ears, that is. You don't approve of their customs? Isidore wanted to lie in the town cemetery. I don't have many stepfolk here. My dead aren't used to strangers. They aren't used to being treated like that. This is a hard day for them. Think I can attend Isidore's service? Will they run me off? The dead don't like being watched. The gaze of the living, it burns them. It's a different kind of pain. No living soul has ever felt it. I'll take it as a yes then. Hold on, Doctor. Go watch the funeral. I'll be watching too. But we won't see the same thing, you and I. Find me when they're done. I'll tell you what I saw. Okay, strange offer, but I might take it. Great. And hello again.
A good host is grateful to their guests, not the other way around.
All the rituals are over for the day, Doctor. Nobody digs graves in the evening. Yes, I should have come earlier. He was. You didn't get to say goodbye to Isidore? A pity. It's a shame Isidore's dead, it truly is. Alright, I need to go and find a clock and try this all over again. Because I goofed it. I goofed it real bad. Why are there hanging meat sacks? Alright, so I'm just gonna go... Where's the nearest clock? I don't think I can get into the town hall. I'm just gonna go back to the Stillwater. Okay. Hello, jeez. Love your dark academia clothes, though. That's pretty neato. Let's see here. Beep up, boop up. Nope, still so very sad. There's another mirror. I've already kicked you. Alright.
Camera obscura. Camera lumina.
Lights, camera, okay, never mind. Hi, Eva, would like to talk to you, but I royally screwed up. Goodbye. I have to go and stare at a clock and contemplate my shortcomings. Okay. So when we start our new day, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go straight to Isidore. Right? Right. Day 2. From the very beginning. One more time with feeling. Go straight to Isidore Zabadi and find out what the heck is going on with that. So it's, yep, great, yep, here I am again. Here I am again, in which the Bachelor disturbs the earth twice. Do I? I feel like I deserve many things. Alright, loot, give me all of my... I don't have any of my stuff, apparently. I am still so horribly depressed. Okay. Hi, Eva, would love to chat. I really would. I can't even. No, I'm too sad. No, I'm so sad. I don't want to be sad. Please tell me I have some drugs. Somewhere. Drugs? Do I have drugs? Is that a drugs? Please tell me that's a drugs. Yes, loot. Ox bile. No, this is just a... No. Novocaine... Show some unique properties with her. No, none of that. I can't use any of that. No, nothing. Loot. Nothing of any particular value. Mix the medicine. I don't even have components for medicine. Okay, I need to slowly kick something. These bookshelves are not interactable. That's upsetting. Okay. Excuse me. Really? I didn't get a thrill from closing a door? Isidore? Okay, great. Just run your bustles right over this thing. Give it a nice swift kick. Very good. Run over to this one. Give this a swift kick. There we go. All right, we're back in good graces again. Now we need to immediately go to... What the hell? I don't have a prompt. What is this? A water tower? Okay, I don't have a prompt, but I'm going to go to the graveyard immediatamente and see if that will be prompted, however. So let's... Wait, was that another thing? Yep. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Led, here's... So, Len, an interesting thing about save scumming in this particular game, it's actually, is this the grave? This is a cemetery, yes. Is that in this game there is oh, hello. Sorry. Let's finish the thought. In this game, you can technically save scum. However, there is a currency called amalgam, and every time you load into the game, it takes away from that currency. Now, amalgam is what you use to traverse time, and it's also what prevents you from dying. So if you lose all your health, or you get too sad, or you get too manic, as long as you have amalgam left over, you get to live. And you can save scum, except whenever you reload, you spend also that currency, because it treats it like that is another time thing. At least that's my understanding of it. I haven't tried it, but, you know, I'm willing to, okay. No dying today, Megan. Tomorrow you may. The earth is off limits for strangers today. Important ritual is underway. Important man died. Aradzan Gushadza. Bena. Do not meddle with mourning for Isidore. May I see this important man? He is important for me too. It was him who summoned me to this town. You may not, Iggy. Isidore is not here. He is passing the trials of Suuk. I mean Isidore's body. May I see it? The body is being prepared to meet Bodo. Soon they'll bring it. Bodo will see it and say his words. Bite kulezi bayandot. Where are these preparations taking place? Why do you ask, eh? It is a big, important task. One cannot appear before Bodo just as he is. Important man, important preparations. Do not meddle. Be hard. Why not? Sorry. So I dream of a time where we don't need body preparations because no one will ever die. You, Zulgeste, dream too much. Men like you often come to our land. Perhaps your land will help. Okay, so apparently there is going to be a sweet spot for when I can actually go see Isidore's body. Casper took a he's going to negotiate and he asked me to arbitrate. The Soul halves released their prisoner. Caspar took his place in the cage instead. He no longer needs my help. Connivance. Saburov decides to look the other way. Patrolmen won't interfere until the children kill each other. Okay, so fine, great. So I can't do that. That's perfectly fine. We're going to go straight to Isidore's. Okay. I need something sad. Is this all sad? What is this? Yes, this is all sad to me. This town is a pigsty, rubble and trash. They don't deserve salvation. Great. Good. That'll at least put me in a little bit in the clear. I just need a little bit else to make me a little bit more... Oh, no, I need to turn around and I need to go this way. Yes, good. Swing sets. For some reason, playing with...
Boiling, cracking, screeching.
Playing with children's things makes me sad. I don't know. Is Daniel nostalgic for a simpler time? Is that what I'm trying to glean from this? So kicking trash cans and water fountains makes me more manic, but playing with playground items makes me more apathetic. I don't know how to interpret that. At least not yet. I think I need to find out a little bit more about damn Daniel. Okay. Excuse me. Get out of my way. I have medicine to screw up. Okay, great. I'm here. Okay, the crowd doesn't seem... Locked? Locked? What do you mean locked? What the hell? Okay, great. Well, yes, right. What, yes. Okay. But... What is this? Yes, everybody should run. Curiosity killed a cat. You should run as fast as you can. Yes, yes, yes. I can't... Okay. Do I not have a choice? I guess I must. I got to, heck, I've got to go and talk about Simon Kain. With the Kains. Huh. I didn't get a chance to... Okay. What to do. See, this is where it gets interesting. And by interesting, I mean mildly frustrating. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go back. I guess I'll start the conversation about... Yes, the immortal Kain. It's getting on in the day. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna pop in here real quick. Hi, yes. You're there. I don't want to talk to you. Can I open you up? I cannot. Great. Inaccessibility. Again. Yes. Is anybody else here? No? Great. Okay, now, we go back and we try... Sorry, and we hold on. In the middle of the day. It is 2 in the afternoon. That has to be the middle of the day. I mean, it's honestly not necessarily the middle of the day, but it's pretty in the middle of the day. Heh.
Misophonia, Dankovsky.
Okay, here we go. Back to the cemetery. It'll take me 1 hour, so it'll be... Jesus Christ, 3 in the afternoon? Please tell me you didn't bury him already. Okay, everyone's here. That's fine. Ah, the body! Oh, cutscene. A cutscene? A cutscene. They did not do a good job unearthing. Oh, it's the horror specs. Please don't tell me you're going to burn the body. What? Why is... What? Okay. Okay. Yesterday's outcast, today's heir, surrounded by accusers of patricide. I couldn't do that. I wouldn't forgive. Look at all of you. Yesterday they raged and sought the guilty, and one day the people lost their patriarchs. Today they mourn, feel ashamed, and beg to return. Okay, I hope nobody minds. The doctor who drove the sand pest from the town. Rest in peace, my faithful colleague. How could you die now? Why can't you rest? What the heck? Isidore is also apparently twisted beyond in agony. The same way that Simon Kain was reported to be murdered. Does anybody mind if I know you're all here and you're all sad, but I have like a scalpel and I need to find out what killed this guy. I don't think there's anything more I can do here. Perhaps if I talk to the grave tender. I cannot. Okay. Yeah, I cannot talk to you. But I can loot all this stuff. And it has calomel! It's a pretty good day for me. I mean, yes, I know somebody's died and it's all very sad and horrible. Under mysterious yet incredibly violent circumstances, but, okay. Okay. Great. Final refuge to being buried. Do I have a chance to examine the body before that? Well, I tried to come here during the middle of the day, so I guess the question is, they don't bury this late. After, as an accessible destination, to exhume his means to bring both the wrath of the entire kin and the town authorities upon myself. Okay. So... Right. Not a wife, Isidore's eerie eyes. The organizer? I can't speak to you. Okay. I don't feel that there's anything I can do to interact here. So what I'm going to do is just real quick check out Isidore's place now that everybody's at the funeral. I don't know if Oyun is still going to be here. I hope not. But we're going to try it out anyway. And see if I can actually get into the office this time around. Then I'm going to try again. So it's 4 in the afternoon. Maybe I try 8 in the whatever? Where did I come from? The south. So I have to go this way. And I need to feel angry again. Sorry. Excuse me, peasant. Okay, great. Wow, that really does jostle me up.
Everywhere.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, go da-ba-ba, and then go this way. Uh-huh. Great. Yep. Mm-hmm. Any mirrors, by the way? Any mirrors that I can give myself bad luck, but also somewhat immortality? Okay, great. Great. Is this the house? It is. All right. Please tell me I can now access this office. No, it's locked. Why are you locked? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna do something silly. Silly and dumb. Which is essentially wasting more time. Oh, is that what the church person meant? I am wasting time. I know that I am. Which is why it's bad, because when you waste time, it causes true death. Okay, everyone's gone now. Okay, except for the Haruspects and the organizer. And it looks like they did finally inter the body. I still can't talk to you. I wasted too much time. What else? What else can I glean from this day? Okay. All right. That's fine. It's fine. Saburov decides to look the other way. Patrolmen won't intervene until the children kill each other. Okay, that's fine. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to the office. I know that there's no possible way this thing is open, but I don't understand why it won't allow me. Alright, I'll just follow the chemtrails. My way of thinking about this, because the first time I went through this, do I have to trigger Oyun to be there? Oh, there's too many freaking mysteries. Okay, so a bunch of things that I need to Okay, so a couple of things that I need to... Can I eat one of those? Will that depress me or incite me or something? What is this? Saburov just... Yes, I know. Alright, wait, hold on. Do I have anything in my inventory? Did I pick up some cocaine or something? Ah, a trash can. There's no better stimulant. Okay. Alright, here. Everyone's gone. Person still on the ground. It's still locked. What? Okay, alright, hold on. Okay, let's recap today, because apparently I goofed this super hard. So when I began today, let me use the map. The mind map. Okay, so when I began, what are you? Probably not important. I didn't receive Isidore's last parcel, but I tried the day again. The rest, which the bell tolls, which the bachelor will grab the only remaining thread that may lead to Simon Kain. What is this one? Which the bachelor disturbs the earth twice. I didn't even have to disturb it once! Okay. So, on day 2, so red is unresolved issues. I definitely need a plague sample to show to the town authorities, which I can't get to because I can't even get into the office. Today's the day I received the blessing to visit Simon's study, but I can't actually do it because the study is locked. What? Isidore's body was buried on the second day. I can't examine it. So the only way I can examine the body is on the first day. I still don't know how I can disturb the earth twice. I haven't even done it once. Isidore's house is covered with a... Okay, I think... Okay. I don't know. And I don't want to throw myself at this again to try to figure it out for a third time. Oh, but I'm... Okay, let me... Because there's a part of me that is just like, I'm not getting anywhere on this day. I should probably check out... I really want to check out the first day and see what I can glean from that, so that's information that I can take into the second day, if that's how it works. Okay, the ruling Kain family calls me their friend. That's nice. I've never been to Simon Kain's study. And Casper Kain, held captive by the child gang, says that the gang war is still smoldering. Okay. Is this... Oh, no. Are you... What does the symbol mean around these nodes? Does that mean that's what came to pass? Was it preventable? Am I locked into this future? All right. Today's the day I received the blessing to visit Simon's study. Just because I received the blessing doesn't mean that I can actually do it. Where do you lead to? I've never been to... Okay, so I've never been to Simon Kain's study. All right. So here's what... All right, here's what I'm planning on doing. Okay, I am... Do I waste time and then shuffle back and forth? I really shouldn't waste time, and I really hate to waste time. All right, let me do this real quick, because there's one thing I do want to check out. Right, so right now, the path that I chose, the kid is... Yes, the kid is prisoner. Still locked. What?
Soot is more precious than fire. Fire fades.
No.
But soot feeds the earth.
I don't want to talk to you. I'm just going to skip right through this. Yes, that's great. It's the notes, familiar with the feelings of Shepherd. You actually sure? So, can I see it? Any idea who did it? I will find your brother's body. Forgive me for prying. Attempt to entry. What do you mean? Well, if you don't mind, I'll try my luck. I'm sure it's an extraordinary. Great. Okay, whatever. Okay. So it's locked. It's great. It's terrible. Okay, so what I am going to do is, it does look like the kid is locked away. That seems to be an immutable, unmovable fact for today. Oh, hold on. The path to the polyhedron seems to be open. Okay, hold on. Maybe I can use this opportunity to figure out with Grunky and make sure that everything's okay there. But at least this will give me the opportunity to hopefully enter this place. I was a friend of the Dogheads. Okay. Okay, this very impossible structure, which also... I would say that looks like a horn. Okay. 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 You don't have... Listen, I know that you invented arcane geometry that requires, or rather spits directly into the face of gravity. But could you also, perhaps, just as a suggestion, also create... Oh, I almost died there. Also create, say, an escalator or an elevator, or... I'll take a dumbwaiter at this point. Okay. And I'm getting more depressed, which is making me slower. It's only, okay, do I have anything in my inventory to give a little pep in my step? Can I just take strychnine? Can that just solves all my problems? Can I set myself on fire? Will that stress me out? Okay. Ugh. And I'm running out of whatever that is. I just said it. What is the term? Amalgam. I'm running out of amalgam. Okay. All right. So while we continue to do this, I guess this is a time for me to just think. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and presume that there are immutable, irreversible facts about what happens per day. And I could choose good staples and bad staples, but I can't undo what I have already selected. So I might be locked into a path here. I mean, I don't know if I feel absolutely happy about that, but that is true. So I'm thinking that the next time I play... You're killing me with this. Oh, I really should have brought some stimulants. Oh, okay. Honestly, at this point, like, you know, instead of taking this whole trip back down, it just might be easier if I just threatened to murder myself. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and presume that there are unchangeable events that lock me into certain things based on the decisions that I have made. With that being said, so the next time that I pick this up, I'm probably... No, Daniel. Look, we're almost inside. Look, there's the staircase in. I just need you to stick it out a little while longer while we get it. It's fine. You're fine. Don't be upset. There you go. All right, look, that's crazy. Doesn't that drive you manic? So yes, while I would like to know what the secret is to getting into the Simon Kain's office is, I don't think I know it. And also, I think I locked myself out of the timing that I have for the sample. So I'm going to approach this the next time I pick it back, or when this day ends, I'm just going to go pick a different day. I'm going to see if I can get day 1, so that way I can at least attempt to check out Isidore's body before it gets prepared for the funeral. So we'll see. We'll do that. We'll try that. You again? I don't get it. You're like a moth in this very place is the flame. Out the door with him. The window he comes. Every day the same. What do you mean again? I've been here before? Your memory's failing you. Not so fun getting old, huh? Let's go, mister. I'll show you the exit. It's a fine exit. You'll like it. I think you've mistaken me for someone else. That old face of yours, I'd recognize it anywhere. Like my little sister sketched you, and she draws awful. May I see her drawings? You dare ask. Of course you can't. But you know what you can do? Get out of here and never come back. Look at you, made a habit of it. You've got sand all over the place. Okay, so you've seen me already? I was here yesterday? What was I doing here? The same as today, nosing around without asking, gaping. I told you yesterday, adults aren't allowed here, and here you are again. We'll have to post a guard. Yesterday, and still, why do I remember my first day in the town so badly? Only the very beginning. Okay. Oh, thank God for teleporting me back. Okay, so I think that's exactly what we're going... Okay, hold on. Kid, do you have tobacco? You sure do. Great. Thank you. Here, you can have all... Ooh, that's too much. Wow, really? That's so much? Really? Okay, you only want 1 for the tobacco? I guess that's fair. It must smell bad to you. Split stack. Great. We'll give you one of these. And is there anything else? Calomel? I could always do more calomel. That's pretty good. Split stack again. Actually, instead of wasting my time, just go. All right, so 3. Is there anything else I can get? Cost 2, cost 8, cost 7, cost 2. Great, I'll take that. Never how much water? Cost is 3 for water. So split stack, great. That's 2. If I can make it 5, actually. Cost 3 for strict... whatever. Here. Good trade. Okay. And we'll take some tobacco or hycosamine. We'll take some hycosamine.
More thoughts. More thoughts.
Okay, here we go. And kick that. Great. Okay. Oh, yes. All right, wait. We'll go to the church. And I want to get more of my time back. Because I wasted it real badly. It's locked. Fantastic. Oh, this is so bad! Not a fan of my actions today. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Alright, so it seems like there's a lot of stuff that's pointing me towards day 1. So I am going to take full advantage of that fact. Are there any boots in here? Okay, great. Yep, let's open this up. Let's go in. Yep, great. Yep. Anybody in here? No? Eva, how are you doing? Good job, Eva unit. Keep on shinging. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Okay. So I feel strongly that, well, one, I really am getting into the time mechanics considering how often and horribly I'm wasting mine and everyone's time. So we learned a few things today, but I feel like there's nothing that we can actually action. So the best thing I think to do, and if it allows me, if it doesn't interrupt me with the inspector again, is I want to check out the first day. Now, apparently, as soon as I was getting off the train, that's when Isidore died. But I tried, I repeated the second day twice. I tried to find out if I could, I tried to go to the cemetery as early as possible to see Isidore's body, but apparently on the second day, Isidore's body is fully in the hands of the kin. And I don't think that there's any real opportunity, or maybe there might be an opportunity for me to examine the body. There's just no way for me to do it on the second day. So I'm going to go back to the first day. That's how I know that Isidore is killed. Maybe then I can find, maybe then I can find out, who killed Isidore. Maybe I can see what that parcel was all about. Although it seems like, it seems like I never found out what it was. There's a trick to getting into Simon Kain's office that I am not at all familiar with. As of yet, I have to earn it somehow, but I don't know exactly how quite yet, despite the fact that another solid node seems to be that I am friends with the Kains, which is good, I imagine, to some degree. So that is all to say that the next time that I'm going to be playing, I'm going to be starting with, or at least attempting to go for day 1. And about that, I know I usually have Tuesday, Thursday, I know I usually stream Tuesdays and Thursdays, with Sundays being reserved for horror games. So what I'm thinking is I don't want to stay away from this game for too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, on Thursdays, I'm actually going to stream Pathologic 3 again, and I'm probably going to keep doing Pathologic 3 every Tuesdays and Thursdays until I beat the game, whatever that means for this particular type of game. So that is to say, on Thursday, I am going to be playing Pathologic 3 again. We're going to be starting with day 1, and hopefully going to be able to chase down some leads there, and finding more about Isidore's body. I know I'm straying away from solving the plague problem and everything like that, but I need to find out what Isidore knew, and maybe that'll help me develop a cure for the plague, especially since that's where that mold is the first appearance prior to the sand plague. Sand pest. I don't know if they're related, but I mean, finding it out as early as I possibly can would be the best, and I know that I could... There's literally no way I can ask for Isidore's help, because Isidore will be dead. Literally the moment I step off that train. But I'm hoping that I can catch the killer early enough. Anyway, that's the plan. That's what we're going to be going with. So, join me again next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, where we play Pathologic 3 once again, as we delve in deeper into this town and the mystery surrounding it. And hopefully making more progress and not wasting as much time, but I can't promise that. I just hope it's not a waste of time for you folk. But, you know, until then, thank you so much for joining me this evening, and I wish you all a good night, and bye-bye.